Hello everyone, this is Cody from the Rancor's Brothel. Are you looking for dice and other gaming accessories for your group? If so, check out our friends over at fanroll.com, where you can find unique dice and premium quality accessories for your table. And if you're looking for something really special, they do customization as well. Fans of the Rancor's Brothel can save 10% by using the promo code RB10 at checkout. That's R as in Rancors, B as in Brothel, 10. Not only can you get yourself some great dice at a discount, but you can support this podcast as well. So check out fanroll.com today and use promo code RB10 at checkout. Tell them the Rancor's Brothel sent you.
This is the messed up world they left us. We should have burned this city centuries ago. Rancor's Brothel presents Lucky Flight Takedown. A cyborg adventure.
I hang out for a bit longer and see if anybody else comes out.
Let's go to the cab. Where are you guys going? Where are you really going?
We're going to his address.
We're thinking of his house.
Okay. It's about a 6-block drive. Turn a couple of corners, and you get to a shitty apartment complex. Back
We'll
in the
make
slums.
make some small talk to him.
No, that's fine. But that's the direction you're headed. You know exactly where you're going.
I'm gonna offer him one of my cigarettes.
Oh, thanks.
I'm just. It's not my cab. It's his cab. I'm just training right now.
All right,
learn the ins and outs and.
Cool.
So what do you do for a living?
I work at the Lucky Flight, man. I'm a waiter.
Oh yeah. Pay well?
Not really.
No.
Is what it is.
Get tips?
Yeah, most of the time.
Not bad gig. So you've lived in this area for very long?
All my life, man. Yeah, just take a ride up here.
All right. I'm going to smack the meter. Make sure it's still going.
It's spinning. it's spinning.
It jumps up like 10 miles.
Yeah. It starts going ticking up faster than normal.
So what, you live in the single life, or you got a family to take care of with that salary?
It's just me, man.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I can't imagine working for a family at a casino.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I feel like it's, hard enough to get by just, by yourself.
Yeah, it's pretty garbage, but, it's a life. I'm still living. That's all I can say.
That awkward silence. Don't you just hate it?
Like
the
some old
awkward
lady.
silence.
It's like some old lady, crossing, really slowly, where you guys are all just watching her. Calm the fuck on.
Nobody says a word. Yeah. You're just looking.
But you're all thinking the same thing. How many points?
Does this guy have a name tag or anything on?
He does. Actually, just says Jeff.
Does he have any kind of badge or anything? Any kind of something that he would swipe in and out of?
I mean, not that's visible, at least.
Okay. Poor Jeff.
Jeff probably about to get fucked up.
Don't get attached. That's the trick.
I ain't attached.
It's only a 10-minute, 15-minute drive. You guys kind of pull up to the apartment complex there. You are back in the slums, so probably not far from where you guys even live.
It's probably dark out, right?
Yeah, it's getting dark. Yeah, I would say it's getting dark. It was we'll call it about 8 o'clock. It was about 6 o'clock when I gave you guys the time previous. Yeah, we'll call it about 8 o'clock. So, yeah. Just dark enough to do some nefarious deeds.
Pull away to be inconspicuous. Maybe watch to see what he does. Probably goes on home. Does he turn on lights, I assume?
Yeah, probably.
I could just ask him to leave his work stuff behind.
There are many things you could do.
I mean, I can literally tell him to leave his work stuff in the car.
Oh, right. You can spit on
Yeah.
it. Do it. You still got to roll for it, but do it.
I don't have to roll for
What
it.
do you do?
Oh, well.
How much is the drive? Your meter doesn't really work. You just give him a cred number.
It's 30 credits.
Jesus fucking Christ, 30 credits. And he he pulls a stick out and like it's like I'm gonna imagine it's kind of like a thing that you kind of like plug the stick in and it just depletes it from the cred stick. And you do so. Just for fun, roll me a luck roll because the meter's not working properly. Higher, you got to call higher or low.
Oh, we'll go low this time. 15. Nope.
Okay. So it only pulls. I was gonna give you like extra credits just because it's a fucked up machine.
I'm gonna
Hit it again and it bumps
Like
up.
it doubles on accident, but it's just the machine's fucked up.
I'm gonna budge you so you can turn around and spit on him while he's paying.
Well, yeah, it just says I have to be in spitting distance.
You still have to spit on them.
Oh, okay.
That's how the nano power works.
The trick, the trick to that, speech impediment. Pull a.
You could literally spit on the guy's hand when he hands you the cred stick.
Pull a
Sorry,
Daffy or
sir.
yeah, try a Donald or Daffy Duck.
Would you like to spit on the man?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, I would.
You spin around to hand him the cred stick and you spit on him.
Okay.
What do you tell him to do?
Thank you. And
I'm going to say, so you're just going to leave all your work stuff in your car. You don't need it anymore.
Basically tell him to leave everything but his underwear.
Because I don't think there's I don't roll anything against it, right? Or do I?
You said you.
Oh no, you have to roll for the nano.
He's got to roll the presents.
You got to roll for the nano.
DR12. Do you have anything in your pluses in your presents?
Yeah, that's my only plus.
Okay. So you got to roll and add it.
It's 13.
Yep. Yeah, no problem. And he pulls his name tag off, takes off his shirt, reaches in his pocket and pulls out a small key, and just leaves it in the back seat and takes off.
Barely.
There are things bad things happen if you epically fail on them.
That would be funny. Spit a disease on him.
he gets
He's just like, thanks guys, and he just hops out shirtless and
With his underwear.
Yeah.
and you guys just screech out of it.
Yep,
at top
just drive
speed.
by. he's gonna have a hard time getting into his house. All right. So while Stitches is driving, I'm gonna go through his clothes, see if there's anything of value. His cred stick he left. I would assume.
Well, you only told him
just
his
said
work
work
things,
stuff,
so it's
so
only
the
his work
cred stick's
clothes.
not
So it's his
there.
work clothes and a key
He kept his house key.
and his name tag.
And there's nothing in the pockets, anything else. There's no.
I don't know, roll me luck.
Gonna say low. 18. Not low.
Nothing else.
And so the key was probably to his house then.
Key card.
Well, no, it doesn't look like a house key, but it's
Okay.
it's a key.
That's why I was hoping that he got something more than just a house key. So
You told him to leave his work stuff. He left you a key. I don't know what
God.
more
Maybe
you want
we can
from
get
me.
into the staff room.
They look like your size.
Whose
even
size?
if
My
we-
size or Josh's size?
If we can get in the staff room, then we can find other cards or keys, maybe. I'm assuming we can get in the staff room now.
You're one step closer than we were.
We at least have a plan now.
You
One
guys can
step
drive
and
back
one
to the Lucky
shirtless.
Flight if you wish.
I had a feeling nobody else was thinking nefarious things.
What are you doing while they're on their journey?
Well, has anybody else come out yet?
A couple people might step out for a smoke break, but that's about it.
Nobody's going home yet?
Nah. It's not a massive amount of staff. I mean, you might see a couple of new people come in because they're probably changing, staff over, but you're not seeing anything. You're not seeing anybody else really leave. And not once do you see any of the sec ops leave.
That is unfortunate.
A couple of the guards out front probably change around so that there's new people at the front door, but that's the most you're seeing as far as anybody. As far as any sec ops near a doorway.
Gotcha. In that case, I'll just kind of look around buildings and things like that, see how close stuff is.
What are you looking for?
Well, you said it was a converted old apartment building.
Correct.
Is it part of like a city block style thing where all the buildings are close together? Or is it
They're probably
like a
close
tenement
together, but
building?
it is itself a standalone building.
Now, are we talking like tenement style standalone buildings, or because there's a difference between a neighborhood where there's several hundred feet between buildings and city style?
I
where
would say
it could be,
I'd say they're pretty close together.
because if there's just
However,
like
it is on the harbor, so the very backside of this thing butts up to the harbor.
Sounds like I'll be walking around to see kind of what looks like what here, since I can't tail anybody currently. So, since it butts up to the harbor, is there any interesting features that look like they're part of the building? Drainage canal, electrical access points, loading dock.
Are you like trying to stealthily walk around the building?
Well, I'm walked around to the backside of the block.
Yeah, my assumption is by your previous description is you were probably across the street and walked just far enough to kind of get a good peek and see that there is a staff entrance. And you were not, I would say at that point, you were not up on the building.
No, I'm not up on the building, but since it's not the only building, I end up going to the end of the block and then start walking along the pathway that is on the water side. Kind of like...
So you're going to try to... Okay, so you want to walk through the alley to the very back side. Because like it would be like a building right next to it, and there's an alleyway, but that entrance is like right there, and then there's the other building for some other
not
business.
that alley, the next one over.
Okay.
So I can be a building over, like, hey, this guy wants to stand.
That makes sense. No problem.
This guy wants to stand near the water while he's smoking, but doesn't want to be next to the casino.
Sure.
Because he doesn't want somebody throwing something at him.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you walk back there. You can get around to where the water side is. Taking a peek. It is dark. Getting dark. So roll me presence. Because it's getting dark. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna put the DR at 14.
18.
You notice some really slow, sort of pulsing lights that looks like a pier that goes right up to the back of the building. So it looks like there's some sort of dock back there.
Loading style dock? Like, does it look like there's a loading door on top of the pier? Or is it just like...
You're not seeing a door, but it definitely goes all the way up to the building. So it wouldn't be surprising if there was a door at some point that you just can't see.
Could be the way we get out.
Tell you what.
If things go sideways.
You see... while you're watching that, I just went ahead and rolled my own luck roll. While you're watching, you see like a small, kind of, I guess like a speedboat, more like a fishing size speedboat, kind of pull up, and you see a few sec ops hop out of it, and then after about 20 minutes, you see a few sec ops walk down the pier and into the boat and take off. Very clearly different individuals than the 3 that went in.
So they're loading up in the back. Given how dark it is and all of that, is there a way I can see... Does the boat go anywhere close by, or is it just like it goes off into the distance?
It kind of goes off, and you wouldn't be able to see where it would go.
That makes sense.
Surely there is a home base for them somewhere.
And there's at least 2, if not more, sec ops every time they come and go.
There's one guy driving, and at least at that time, there were 3 that went off and 3 that went in.
There's no way I can take that on my own.
Not unless you had a really, really good nano power. No.
I got it. Invisibility, and it puts my...
His app could have, though. Like, he's got an app that can, like, outright kill people. It's pretty messed up.
Well, I can pass that information on if we need a sec ops.
I mean, you guys are clearly chatting with each other. At this point, you probably hear the familiar sounds of a rickety old
car
cab driving by.
I hear the whirring engine.
Playing trap metal.
The funniest part about it, too, is the whole time you guys are describing this cab, I'm thinking the Fifth Element cab.
So am I, but
with
it's
wheels.
It's not hovering. It's
with
just
the
with
wheels.
Yeah.
That's the only difference is this one has wheels, that one hovers. It looks
That's why I kept thinking like the meter, but it's like, I don't know. Anyway. So if you'd like, you can meet up with your friends at their cab.
We'll do kind of exchange information, tell them what's going on, what I saw.
Okay. He has one uniform and a key in the backseat.
Fantastic. Well, once our other individual wakes up from his nap, we'll be able to...
Taking a piss break.
We'll ask him if he has... So, from what I found out, there's that pier on the back, which is where the SecOp guys come and go.
Yeah.
Looks like it's usually a group of them. You guys have one uniform. Do we want to try and it's not like they exchange at the same time. People go in, they do their shift change inside, and then they come back out. It's like, do we want to try and acquire anything from these guys before we go in?
So the boat basically just stays there?
It comes, hangs out for a little bit. The boat stays there while they're changing. And then as soon as they switch over, folks go out to the pier, get in the boat, and leave. So there's not a boat just sitting there. It's used to switch out people.
So do you think we'd have enough time to go in and try to take the 3 guards on?
So it looks like they come up the pier after they land their boat. So my question is like, should we try and take out a team of them, swap out for them, and then go from there? Or should we try a different approach? Because this gives us another option of getting in.
Yeah.
And
I mean, well, and if there's 3 of them every time, that works perfectly for us.
Yeah.
Sounds like there's 3 or 4 depending on the situation. So we could hang out and kind of see if it's a team of 2 or 3. Take them out. 2 of us go in the back. Another person goes in as a waiter. So we can wait a little bit longer and see what's going on.
Yeah, I think all of us being in uniform is probably going to be better chances of getting this done.
So
We'll use mine as a backup.
I mean, we can even use yours if someone wants to be a waiter.
So, like, we can see if the next round of next team comes in, if it's a smaller number. If so, we can go and try and take them out.
Yeah, let's try to do that. I think.
That sounds like a good idea.
I did misspeak earlier, by the way. The stairway that you found does not, the door that it goes to did not say staff only. It said VIP only. If that makes any difference in your thought process. Sorry about that.
It makes a huge difference.
That's interesting. Okay, so we'll just kind of hang out for a little bit.
But there was a staff-only door somewhere else that we seen?
Yes.
First floor.
Okay.
The main floor had a staff-only door, and then obviously the staff-only door from the outside that they're exiting.
Right. Because if the information we're going to find is probably going to be in the staff-only room. I don't like it's going to be in the VIP room, which is the room we would have targeted if we had not known that. So, yeah, so I think that sounds good. Is there some kind of social media in this world?
Yes, too many of them. It's Friendster. It's the only one that survived.
Is that like Discover being the only credit card left?
Maybe.
Oof. It's still not accepted everywhere.
No, what's the American Express is the one that people don't care for.
I want to do like a quick search looking for as we're driving back to the Lucky Lick or whatever it's called.
Lucky Flight.
Lucky Flight.
It's like 2 space shuttles.
Because now that you mentioned that that's a VIP room, I kind of want to see if there's any post or anybody who posts often. Get a name of a high roller that's there.
All right, go ahead and roll me a luck roll for your search. Wait,
I
hang on.
forgot to check for security cameras while I was back there, didn't I?
For yes,
the
you did.
pier.
Never too late.
As dark as it is, and as far as ways you were, it would be hard to see any security cameras. Like I said, you didn't see a door where that pier went to.
Mm-hmm.
You also didn't walk up on the staff entrance, so you wouldn't know whether or not there's one there, because you were basically across the street from it.
All right, luck roll. Whoa.
No time like the present.
Nope, another 18.
Nothing. You're not finding any posts. Whoever these VIPs are keeping quiet.
Well, since these guys are back, I'll just circle around up past the staff entrance alley and keep a look to my right, so I can see if there's anything interesting about the pier as I get closer.
As far as you're aware, it's just a pier. I mean, clearly people are going off and on it, but you're not seeing anything spectacular about the pier itself.
So all I know is there's a pier. They go up underneath the building and enter the building.
Probably at some point, yeah. You're just not seeing the door from the side you're on.
So from the alley, as I walk up past the staff entrance, there's nothing that's just like kind of an entrance in as if it was an underground garage kind of thing?
Not near the staff entrance, no. Staff entrance is basically on the opposite side of the building than the pier. Here, let me kind of draw this out. So it's the best I can give you. The staff is, and that bottom right, the pier is coming off of the north
Okay,
western side.
That actually makes sense, because if I was walking around
Yeah,
this
if you were
way,
on that side of it, you wouldn't really see where the pier goes.
because there'd be kind of like a sidewalk thing, and then the pier would be on that side.
Right.
That makes sense. See, I was thinking the pier was on this side,
Yeah, no,
right, directly behind it, instead of kind of on the edge.
which would make sense based on our previous discussion, but that is the actual layout of the thing. I could understand the confusion.
Oh, I got an extra sheet.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good for notes. Well, I guess in that case, since I don't have any other information, we'll just... How loud is my drone suit anyway? It's slow, I know, but is it loud?
I would imagine it's like a drone suit going zzz, because that's what drones do.
I say we just go for it. We just go back there and go for it. We try to get a couple of them.
Might as well. Then, if we die, we die.
Where did you pick up the suit from?
You gave it to me.
Yeah, but was that random? Was that part of your random loot, your random starting stuff?
It was. I ended up getting some really interesting things, including those flashbangs, which may come in handy. Definitely not the stealthy approach.
I mean, I feel like if we're about to go into a boat to kill some guards and take their uniforms, it's probably not going to be very quiet anyways, but...
Yeah. Could be the difference between killing 3 guys and killing 18 guys.
Oh, it does say slow but quiet, so
Oh.
I guess it is quiet. I thought for some reason it said specified how it worked. So yeah, I would say it's quiet enough.
Well, in that case, while these guys are getting themselves settled, I can just kind of float up over the back side of the building.
Sure.
And just kind of look down, see what's going on.
That pier definitely goes to a door that has a big red sticker on the door. You can't read it from where you're at.
Do I see any cameras while I'm floating along? I have the high ground, so I have a distinct feeling if there are cameras, they're pointing down towards the door.
Yeah, I mean... They're at least angled.
Because that's how it usually is in most places for security. It's just, I want to keep an eye on this.
You don't see one.
Don't see a camera, but I do see a door and a pier.
Yep.
Then the door has a red X on it.
It's got a big red sticker. I don't
Or
know.
sticker, sorry.
You just
not
can't
an
read it
X.
from where you're at.
Stickers can be removed.
Rules are meant to be broken.
It's like the radioactive sign. You always want to take that off, right?
Yeah.
Do not touch.
Mix the trash can, see what happens.
Put your arm in there. Seriously, put your arm in there. I settle down and go check in with these guys. We can make our plan of attack.
Well, we got a waiter.
What's our plan?
Outfit.
Attack.
Yep. You have a waiter's outfit.
We got a waiter's outfit. We got a key that probably looks like it's a card to get in and out of the building.
It probably gets access to at least the back door and maybe the staff entrance so that they can, get changed or use their lockers.
Either way, I think us all being in uniform is going to help us more than hurt us. So,
do we want anybody to wear the uniform before the attack, or should we worry about that after we
we'll worry about it after.
get blown away?
The last thing we want them to see is someone who works there attacking some of their guards. So,
If you're gonna wear
Makes it not us.
If you're gonna wear the uniform to blend in, you're not carrying any weapons on you
right.
because you're not gonna be able to hide them.
I'm not leaving
That's for
my
the waiter.
machetes behind.
For the waiter,
So,
the sec ops guys are the guys you would have walked by are carrying tasers. That's it.
Yeah, the shock sticks.
better than a sharpened femur. So, let's do it.
So who's gonna play the waiter?
Oh, we haven't gotten the Spec Ops guy yet. We haven't entered combat. We're going after these guys too.
Oh, sorry, I was in the restroom, so I misheard. So you're waiting for more sec ops guys to come out? Is that the case?
Yes.
Hopefully 3.
Swap out.
2 or 3.
2 or 3.
Okay, so what are you standing on the pier and just waiting? Or
Well,
what?
it's still nighttime,
It's the
right?
middle of the night. We're a ways down.
Can we go under the
I guess I'm just trying to figure out how the hell you're gonna get to them on the pier.
We're going to wait for them to enter the boat, the other guys to leave the boat,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're going to run into the boat.
You said there was a time between them coming in and coming out.
Yeah, there's probably about 10, 15 minutes between the other group exiting.
We wait for a group of, at the most, 3 people, 2 to 3 people. We go down to the boat, wait in the boat. They come out. We kill them.
Okay.
Occam's razor, simplest solution is usually the best.
See around, it's not up until around like midnight. Remember, they don't close until 7 a.m.
Right.
You finally see another boat show up. This one only has 2 people on it.
Perfect.
It's midnight. There is no misery, because you have to roll them every day. Two guys get out. So, based on your previous assessment, there's 15 to 20 minutes before 2 more people will leave to swap stations.
All right, let's jump them.
Get in the boat, then they can't escape.
Okay, so you're getting in the boat.
I'm getting in the boat, hiding down low.
He's in the boat. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, I'm going to wait to ambush on the
we'll
boat.
wait. We'll all do it.
Are we going to ambush at the same location, or does somebody want to be like?
Well, I don't think there's very many other places to hide, is there?
You're literally on a, let's call it a 5-foot wide dock. So like you have 5 feet, and it's probably 50 feet from the end of the pier to the door.
Yeah, so
That's
it's probably
the width and space you have to stand on.
there's probably nowhere else to hide.
Perfect.
Unless you're in the water now.
And the boat's big enough to hold at least 4 people, if not more.
Right.
So hide out in the bottom of the boat. These guys get close. Surprise attack.
Yep.
It's the best option.
Then I need you all to roll stealth, which is, I believe, agility. So make sure you get your. We'll go ahead and call it. It is dark. They're going to be right up on you. It's DR 12. For you, it's DR 10.
It's an at 20.
You're very hidden. No one sees you. Your friends are like, "Where the fuck did he go?"
14. I pass.
1.
Something goes off. And
You're
it
the
makes a bunch of noise.
distraction. He's the distraction. They can't see us. It makes it even better.
Something happens and it lights up, and they see you in the boat, and they immediately stop, and
This isn't my boat.
they say, "What the hell are you doing in our boat?"
I've had too many of a dream. I'll start slurring my words.
Presence. It's a presence check to see if you can play off drunk really well.
17.
They believe you're drunk. They kind of look at each other and talk for a moment. It's like, these fucking people. All right, come on. And they just kind of stand there and wave you out.
Are they like right there at the boat?
Oh, yeah, right there.
Okay, so I'm going to kind of stumble out. And then I want to take my sword and attack one. My mono sword and attack one right there. I just want to make sure they're close enough to the boat where my, comrades could jump out and attack too.
Rolled a hit. It's a surprise, so
11.
yeah, I'll give you that. Roll your damage.
8.
What do you have?
A mono sword. It's 1d8.
Was that part of your build?
That was. I
Or did you
rolled.
buy it from the weapons
Nope.
for sale thing?
I got to roll. Oh, crap. With my build, I think I got to roll 1d8 on the weapons table, and I rolled an 8.
Damn. You get him right in the heart, and he just drops. The other two of you can act before the other guy can even react.
Can I do like some kind of damage where I don't damage the uniform?
You stabbed him with a sword.
You stabbed him in the throat.
Right. Fine. Okay. Whatever. Stab him through the chest.
I don't know. I mean,
It's fine. It's fine. Stab him through the chest.
give me a luck roll to see if you don't damage it.
My name's Stitches. I'll stitch it back.
Well, I mean, right. I mean,
Just hope it's red.
I'm gonna say
It's black.
low.
It blends in.
Oh, there you go.
It's a 4.
Okay. You managed to get him in the throat. Now there's blood on it, but
Right. That's fine. I mean, that's
you managed not to damage the uniform. So you basically cut his head off, honestly. Like, you just kind of swipe, he dead. He drops. Other guys in shock. You two, because you're hidden, you can act.
I stab him in the back of the head with the sharpened femur.
Roll to hit.
With that, is that just flat 20.
It's plus minus your strength, right, for an attack? It's based on your strength roll.
I'm not sure if that'll work. 8.
You miss. Just barely, but you miss. Maybe you just trip a little bit trying to get out of the boat. Josh.
All right, I'm going to try to do the same thing. Show him how he missed.
Here's how you missed the right way.
9.
You also miss.
Well, that was a test run, so let's try this again.
Swing with the second one.
So hang on. Oh yeah, you do get 2. You do get 2 attacks. I'll go ahead and give you the second.
It's just a DR-14 on the second one.
Yes, it is.
Because I'm not aiming. It's my offhand.
Swing harder.
No, 8.
So you whiff. Now we'll go to initiatives.
Stupid tech swords.
I rolled a 2 on my d6, so the enemies get to act first. Your initiative is agility plus a d6. So roll a d6, plus or minus your agility.
2.
7. I'm very fast.
He goes after Stitches. Or sorry, no, you're not Stitches. You're Marcus.
I'm the other one.
He goes after you first then. Go ahead and roll to defend. You're going to roll a d20.
You want to try to get a 12, I believe.
Yeah. You just want it's DR12 or better.
Does that have any stuff applied to it, or is it just flat?
Is it agility?
Agility.
That's 12.
He swings at you and just glances off your shoulder or something. You just get by. And since you're top of the order, go ahead and go.
I go and try to stab him again.
Sure.
Still going for the head. Aim for the head. You are dead to me now.
I'm assuming that's a miss.
That is definitely missed.
Either of the two you can go. I don't care who goes first.
Go for it.
You did so well last time.
Show you guys how it's really done. Nope, miss.
That monosword.
We need to stop trying to show off.
Just do it.
All right. 2.
Try again.
Yep.
Everybody misses.
You get
Second machete.
DR14.
No. It's a 9.
There are other dice there if you want to change them. Everybody misses. He goes after Oswald. Roll to defend.
12.
His taser misses you.
Oh, that does not sound pleasant.
Marcus, go ahead.
Also bad.
Goodness.
It's even
Another
worse.
miss. He's just like diving and dodging.
This is the better Spec Ops guy.
These patches.
14.
You manage. He ducks you, and he like falls into your sword.
It's 2.
You cut him, but he's still standing. Actually, let me see. Go ahead and go.
All right. We're going to try to take his head off. We got this. Yeah, 16.
You hit.
1 damage.
Okay. What is their morale? So this game, it still has morale.
Paper cut on his cheek.
Combat. It's the failure. Failure vest.
We were so stealthy and set this up so well, and now we're just hacking and slashing.
He drops to his knees and puts his hands up. He surrenders. I rolled morale on him, and yeah.
We're doing so badly, he gave up. He just killed himself.
Yeah. No,
I mean, I did kind of like just cut one's head off, like just.
I probably should have rolled
ease.
it. I should have probably rolled it then, but
You know,
it was
because
fine.
it's after half, right?
I didn't expect you all to miss every fucking hit. Yeah, it's if the leader drops, if half the group is eliminated, or if half their HP is down. So 2d6. If it's greater than their morale score, they either flee or they surrender. He surrenders.
All right. Well, do we want to question this guy? Get some information out of him. We only got a few minutes, so we gotta act fast.
We don't, actually. This is the group that was leaving.
Yeah, it was like it was a couple of hours between.
That's
Oh,
why
right.
That's why I wanted
You're
to
correct.
That's why I wanted to do with the group that was leaving, because then it'll be a few hours before the next group switches out.
Right.
So
We can still question him, though.
So there's that.
So it's going to be a presence check, whatever you try to do. If you're going to
Who
try
has the best presence?
to be a dick to him, charm him, whatever you're doing.
Oh, not me.
I got +1. So you.
Here. I have paper in my pocket. Give me a layout of the place that we can work with.
He's like, what the fuck? What kind of fucking layout?
Staff area.
Go ahead and roll me presence to see if you can even get him to cave.
Well, if that doesn't work,
I'll
we'll
give
just
you a
cave
little bit
his
of. I'll give you a
skull.
little bit of a mental plus because you have cut him up some.
Nat 20.
Yeah, he's ready to spill the beans. Staff area. He says there's a. Well, I mean, yeah. Basically, he just tells you it's the staff area is a single room. When you walk in, on one side there's a door that goes into the slots and staging area, and then on the other side, see, this is gonna sit this way. So this is the entrance, which is on the east side of the building. Directly across from you is a service elevator that goes up or down to the VIP room or to the basement. And then there's a staff door on the north side that goes in, or sorry, that door on the north side goes into the stage and the slot area. Other than that, it's basically like a little meeting room. I mean, there's probably some cubbies for material, people's stuff and that sort of thing.
How much info can I drag out of him now that
You rolled a natural 20. What do you want to know?
I want to know everything. I'll just give you the list, though.
Please.
I kind of want to know, since I got staff layout, what's in the basement? Is it predominantly storage? Is there anything in particular that we?
He says there's a green room right below the stage for the bands. There's a locker room. There's an office where people are watching your cameras. There's a maintenance room and the power core.
Power core. Power core for the entire building?
Yeah.
Are there any independent servers in the security office?
Well, because the one we're looking for is offline, right?
Correct.
Well, that's the thing. It's like he gave me free reign with these questions. I'm going to ask all the good questions.
He says in the maintenance room there's I don't know, there's all kinds of wires and pipes and shit. It's kind of a narrow walkway to get through it. There's a vault door for the power core, liquid coolant, and there's a couple of cleaning drones in there.
Drones.
Cleaning drones.
He's a hacker. They could be useful.
He says, and there's probably a couple of staff members. I don't know. I don't go in there much.
Let's see. What's the VIP room predominantly for?
VIP area or the VIP room? Says there's a VIP balcony that overlooks the main floor, and they have their own special room.
Have you been in the room?
VIP room, yeah.
What's going on there?
It's for very important people. There's I don't know, music. People will just hang out. Sometimes there's private card games and shit up there. They're VIPs. They do what they want to do.
Ask him if he knows anything about that one guy.
It's like there's an office up there.
Balfadar, whatever his name was. Balfi.
This may not be important to you, but have you ever met a gentleman called
Balfir?
Balfador?
Balvador?
It was a much simpler name than that. It was Butte, B-U-T-E.
Butte. Does the name Butte ring a bell?
He kind of gulps. Says, heard of him?
Enlighten me.
It's in the basement.
Alive?
Last I knew.
How many people are usually in the security office at a time?
We rotate.
Rotating staff, maximum, minimum.
Floor staff, security staff.
Security.
During peak hours, anywhere between 12 and 18 of us. Overnight, 10 10 to 12 of us. Kind of depends on who's on duty and who wants to work.
So free schedule makes sense. Now, in the security monitor room itself, is it usually a 2-man team or is it more?
Typically, sometimes people just go in there to watch.
How much is the minimum requirement?
To watch a camera, like one person.
One person is minimum. Are there any areas that have higher security regularly?
That is the security office. So
security office, VIP room, that kind of thing.
Security office, VIP room. You're going to find guys down by the lockers. People might be casing the vault. People might be casing the power core vault. Vasquez's office is upstairs.
Vasquez.
Yeah, the guy that owns the place.
Is that above the VIP room or behind it?
So same level.
Same level.
There's an office space up there for staff. There's, his office.
Do security officers have access to that room?
Typically. You smell urine.
And lighter fluid.
That's
what I smell
blood from his buddy. Who he probably hasn't even taken his eyes off of.
That's what my quirk is I reek of lighter fluid.
He's like,
these are all smells I'm used to from what I've experienced before.
He says, what are you doing?
At the moment?
I mean, if you're trying to rob the place, there ain't very many creds here.
I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. How much are you worth?
About $15 an hour.
You
got a job offer?
Do you have any unique apps or implants?
No.
For a job?
No nanos, no apps, no.
Did your buddy?
No.
Kill the wrong one.
Yeah, he had the key to everything.
He was actually head of security.
He was Butte.
He was actually the owner of the casino. Just off this guy. We don't need him.
Well, thank you very much for your time. Shove the femur through the side of his skull.
Yeah, he drops dead.
All right, now the important matter at hand is: are there any other uniforms on the boat?
We only needed the 2.
All right, but one of them is soaked in blood.
The other one is not.
I mean, probably true, but
there's an easy excuse for why it would have blood on it.
Well, at a reasonable amount.
You
can't just take the one that I cut his head off and be like, oh, well, I just got a nosebleed.
This is Psy. You can just say on the way to work you had an altercation.
We had to fight a shark on the way in.
Hell, legit.
You're also on a pier. Like, you could try to wash some of it off, I guess, in the water if you really needed to.
You know those new sharks they put in with laser beams on the planes?
Fucking laser beams.
Sea bass.
So, who's going to be the waiter?
Probably the scrawny guy.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was asking earlier. I was like, does the uniform fit Josh more or me more?
Probably him more. He's actually, his build legit says that he's small. Like, yeah, he's not a large individual.
That's why I got big knives.
He's also really stealthy.
Overcompensating.
But again, you're not going to be carrying those big knives.
Somebody needs to carry my knives.
Playing waiter. So.
Because you have a backpack. You can put my knives in your backpack.
That is true.
I do have a backpack.
Very true.
They need to come in somehow.
Okay.
So we got the uniform cleaned up somewhat. It's just light blood stains at this point. You and I will take the uniforms and the shock sticks. So I no longer have the femur. What's the weapon stats on the shock stick?
I think the shock stick specifically was for the pit boss. These are described specifically as a taser.
Taser.
Can I take one of those with the waiter stuff?
A taser?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could probably shove it in a pocket. Yeah.
Well, you have the sword, so the taser would probably be better for him for stealth.
Right.
A taser is only...
You have my machetes momentarily anyway.
Yeah, a taser only does D2 damage,
It's something.
and then it's a toughness check to see whether or not they fall and pass out.
What's the check?
DR12. For the sake of everything else, the vests that they wear are the same as your original armor, so you don't have to erase anything for that. It's still just negative D2.
Unfortunate. Well, we're all set up. You have the key to everything.
Am I worse with the waiter outfit?
Oh, yeah, you're just wearing standard clothes now. You no longer have armor on. So you're just
Don't get
you're at
shot.
tier 0, but you don't have to erase anything. Just leave it as it is. Just remember it next time.
All right, Josh, so you got to go in the employee entrance. Marcus and I will go.
We'll give it about another 2 hours, and then we'll go in so that we can do staff change. That way it makes more sense to them. So, everybody go with that part? Do we want to meet up in the locker room downstairs once we all get in?
Yeah, sounds good.
So, that'll be the plan.
Thank you for listening. Lucky Flight Takedown, written by Christian Salem. For more from the Rancor's Brothel, you can find us at rancorsbrothel.com, Facebook at Fans of the Rancor's Brothel, Twitter at Rancor's_Brothel, and Instagram at Rancor's Brothel.